Hello. This is not like any summer camp you've ever seen. When you think of a summer camp, you probably think of things like this, and maybe sometimes, if you're really spicy, you'll think of this. But this is Camp Electric. This is unlike any camp you've ever been to, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. This is my second year, and I'm going to show you what it's all about. So, let's go. One of the great things about this place, there's just random jam sessions that pop up throughout the campus. Not scheduled or anything, they just happen. Okay, so we are here today with the official door opener of Camp Electric. Sir, how did you start this career of opening doors?
So I saw an opportunity and I just seized it, right? I started holding the doors. I got myself the shirt. They gave me a chain last time. Hopefully I can get like a badge or something this time, like officially. But yeah, I'm just out here. I'm doing God's work. Ka-chow, my bro.
Go to any door in Camp Electric. This guy will be there opening it for you.
I took a class on content creation, so they had a lesson in filming and editing, storytelling, and stuff like that.
Alright, so now it's free time. We kind of get to do whatever we want to do. There's pretty good parkour spots around here. So, you already know what I'm going to do.
They also have concerts every night performed by popular Christian artists. You can literally see the Nashville skyline from the cafeteria. Because we were part of the creative content class, we were basically part of the media team, and we got let into a private lunch with Colton Dixon to film it. Colton Dixon is a very famous name in the Christian music industry. Later that night, the best performance of the week came up on stage. Aaron Cole.
Video, but this music, I swear that I did it in fashion. Don't gotta rush, I got hours in this, and you know that I'm really about action. Give a little bit, counting me up, I be running up numbers just like how I know what happened. Nobody can be fitty, make a way that where I'm living. When I got put my name with the best.
I ended up getting really close to the stage and got some sick shots from there.
What's goody? Talk to now, you know what I'm saying?
How do you like Camp Electric so far?
It's fire.
You're here with Dylan Lanham.
Who?
Dylan Lanham?
Who's that?
That's me. Remember you came in as a guest artist last year.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like the best performer the entire week. It was so mid that week, and then you came in and it was just straight fire. For real. Let's go. So I just interviewed my teacher for the creative content class, and here's how it went. Take a look. Pair these up.
Yes, sir.
Hello, I am here with
Daniel Zapata, and I do media for Camp Electric. How are you guys?
this is the teacher of the creative content class that I'm in. So when did you realize, like when you were a kid, when did you first pick up a camera and realize I want to do this for the rest of my life?
So back when I grew up, there was no digital cameras or cell phones or anything. So I started doing things with stop motion, 35 millimeter film with a little teeny camera that my parents gave me. And I said, man, this is cool, doing little stories and creating little, G.I. Joe's action figures type of stop motion. And then when I went to high school, the only editing program I know how to use was PowerPoint, and I did like as much video you can do with PowerPoint as you can imagine. Back in the 80s, and when I grew up, there was not a lot of computer technology. And then when I went to college, I said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life: do storytelling, video production, and but nobody could do I couldn't get anybody to film what I had in my mind. So then I quickly learned how to use the camera, and then at the end of the day, I learned how to do it all myself.
That's impressive. And what started you with Camp Electric? Like, how did you hear about it? What made you want to come? And how are you working here now?
So Camp Electric is one of the companies that my boss owns. We own about 6 entertainment companies. We have Premier Events, Premier Christian Cruises, Premier Israel, the Caleb Fan Awards, and one of those companies is Camp Electric. So when I started working for John, this was kind of like the arm branch of that we were giving back. You know, all the other stuff was entertaining and concerts and big venues and stuff. And Camp Electric was the only platforms that we have to actually give back, teach and loving the kids and inspire this next generation of filmmakers and entertainers and content creators. So about 10 years ago, I came to my first Camp Electric. I didn't even know who Toby Mac was. I had no idea about Christian music. I was never involved with Christian stuff till 10 years ago, and I loved it. I fell in love with Camp Electric, and we started with 5 students. And 10 years after, we had to split the class because we had so many students that wanted to sign up for a film class. We had to create a creative content track to also include photography and social media.
Okay, we're over here with all of your gear now.
Yes, sir.
And I just wanted to know, what is one piece of gear that you recommend, hardware or software, that was a complete game changer and you recommend everybody should get?
So game changer for me is Color Card. So I have one right here. And let me show you what it does. It looks like a lot of fuzzy squares of color. And you're like, what is that? Well, I'll tell you what it is. When you go to a different room, there will be different lighting, right? And you go here, you know, there's fluorescent lighting. You go over there, there's tungsten. You go outside, it's daylight. So this chart, even though a lot of people don't know what it does, it reads the color of the room. So all you need to do is just hold it in front of your camera for a couple seconds in whatever room you go to, and then later when you're doing post-production, you can tell your computer, there's a software that comes with this chart. It says, hey, this is red, and this is green, and this is yellow, and this is gray. And this will help you colorize. So wherever you go, it doesn't matter if you're outside, in China, in the mountain in Mexico or whatever, red will be red and yellow will be yellow. So this will help you get the best color you can. And this one is a little bit more expensive. It's made by it's called Spider Checker. It's a little bit more pricey, but you can literally find this online and print it out. Like go to FedEx or whatever, get a nice printout and keep it with you in your tool bag. And every time you need to use it, you just have it in your pocket or have it in your phone. They make some for your phone, and you can just open this up, and your color will always be the same. Another piece of gear, if we have another minute, is my phone. Cannot stress out how much phones have changed the game. Before you had to get really expensive cameras and all this batteries and adapters and media cards and stuff. Now everything fits in your pocket. You pull out your phone, start filming, put it back in your pocket. That's it. As long as you learn how to use your phone, you always have the best camera with you.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, you do have a lot of gear. And I know you have the A7 over here. I know you have the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema.
Yes.
Out of all of these, which one would you say is your favorite camera to use?
Right now, my very favorite camera is the Sony FX6. I ordered it actually 2 years ago. It came out, and I read the specs about the camera, and it was very powerful. And I ordered it. And then COVID hit. And I waited almost 14 months for this camera. Already paid because supply chain and Japan was not getting the chips or whatever. But now that I have it, it's my favorite camera because it's so compact. It's a powerful little camera. It shoots 4K. And here, let me take this out so you can see a little bit. It has a little flippy screen. You just flip it out. And then it doesn't have a battery right now, but it takes this SD cards here. They're like a compact flash, proprietary from Sony, and then literally weighs nothing. You can hold it in your hand. The autofocus is beautiful. You can just touch the screen and the camera will just focus on whatever, and then you can set it up to track, so whatever I point, it will look at the iris of your eyeballs and it will focus on whatever I'm just pointing at. So that's one of my favorite things, because I, usually run and gun, I'm holding it on stage, I'm back in the crowd, and I need something light that is not going to give me an arm cramp. So FX6, Sony FX6, it's a little pricey right now, but they make the baby sister is the FX30. It's about maybe $1,200, and then they make the FX3, which is a step up, and then this is the big brother, the FX6.
I believe that is all.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Hey, boom.
So if you're interested in like cameras, media production, graphic design, anything like that, and you want to come to Camp Electric, come to Camp Electric. I've gotten so much information from these guys. It is just insane. Like, their classes are probably a week's worth of YouTube videos worth. So if you're into that stuff, definitely check this place out.
I went to go do some more parkour, and let's just say it was a bad idea.
Oh, my legs are so bad. It's so hot outside. Look how shiny I am. It's 33 degrees Celsius right now. It's so hot.
Instead of cabins, we stayed in literal college dorms for this week of camp.
Falling apart the way that I used to.